Hello, welcome to this small video about the training classes offered by stevecapper.com. My name is Steve Capper and we're going to look at, very briefly, 3 or maybe even 4 of the training classes that I run through my organisation. So let's look at the first one. The first training class that we run is called Consultative Selling for Pre-Sales People. This normally is a 2-day class, 100% customized for the requirements of the customer, so it's suitable for junior and mature audiences of pre-sales people. It's basically designed to take great technical people, people who love their product, people who can talk underwater about their product or even their solution, and we turn them into people that love the effect their product has on a customer. So we start to think of giving them ideas and process and methodology with the way they need to interact with salespeople and customers and other technical people in their environment. The class has basically 3 sections. The first section is soft skills, the basic soft skills that pre-sales people need in the way that they interface with the salespeople and especially the customers. The second part of the class looks at the role and responsibilities of pre-sales people as they move through a sales cycle. So what do they need to do when they're talking to a salesperson? How do they think when they've got a customer meeting? Some ideas in presenting not vendor products but customer solutions. The class normally finishes with either a major case study where interviews take place or a number of presentations on the customer's solutions and business impact. Now, the second class that I run is called the Solutions Architects or Senior Consultant, Business Consultant class. Once again, this is normally a 2-day class and is designed as a follow-up from the consultative selling classes for pre-sales people. This class is designed around the concept of role plays and case studies. So it begins with a summary, a revision of the major concepts in consultative selling for pre-sales people. Then we move directly into an interview situation where the attendees are given a case study, and the first thing that they have to do is they have to interview a salesperson that is organising a major customer campaign or customer business impact presentation for a customer. Having had this interview, they then begin to prepare for the customer discovery session. There will be 4 separate interviews, all running concurrently. So depending on the number of people and the number of groups, normally we would have 4 interviews. One with a CXO type person, one with a senior IT director type person, one with an IT manager type person, and then maybe a technical director, technical manager, or even a group of technical people. So they go through and understand the right questions of the right people at the right time. They then have a 3-hour break where their job is to understand the needs of the customers based on the questions and responses in the interviews, and then they stand up and deliver a customer business impact presentation. It can be videoed if required. At the end of the presentation, either in groups or perhaps even individually, I comment on the outcome. I give them an idea of what I want changed. They then sit down for another hour and then deliver that presentation again. So this is a major case study and role play workshop. The third class I'd like to talk about is the Pre-Sales Managers class. This normally is a 1-day class where we look at firstly a revision of the content that we have delivered to the pre-sales people, the people that work for pre-sales managers. Then we begin to look at a number of other different concepts. How to mentor pre-sales people. How to mentor them in the area of understanding the problems they may have with salespeople. How to mentor them with regard to delivering business impact in a presentation. How to look at the 5 major factors in a presentation that a pre-sales person needs to have to ensure that it has business impact. So, we would also look at a career development model and begin to see and let the managers understand how they can grow their people through a career development model. We would also begin in this class to understand how to mentor those people with regard to their career and to give them a learning path. The last class I'd like to talk about, the fourth class, is called team selling. Many pre-sales people have attended my class. Salespeople have attended their classes. Sometimes pre-sales people attend sales classes. But the one class that people never get to attend is a team selling class where both groups of people sit in the same room and I or one of my associates facilitates what problems there are in the way they sell together. So for example, one of the things that we would look at for the first 1 or 2 hours is the major skills that teams need, not salespeople, not pre-sales people, but teams need in understanding the way they work together, how they question customers. So once we've done this, we then have a major workshop. It's called a more of and less of workshop. So we ask the pre-sales people what they want more of from sales and less of from sales. And we ask the salespeople what do they want more of from pre-sales and less of from pre-sales. Both groups, or even 3 or 4 groups, disappear, come back in 45 minutes with the 2 lists, more of and less of. And then we facilitate and discuss those concepts. Very, very interesting. Never before, in many cases where I've run this class, have people, pre-sales people and sales people ever done this. And an amazing concept is 60% of the mores on both sides are the same. A classic example of that recently was where someone said, I would like more time to prepare my presentation for the customer. That was a pre-sales request. And the salespeople said, we want pre-sales to have more customization of their presentation to customers. That's the same concept. At the end of that small workshop, we get the whole group together, or if there's more than 14, we get 2 groups together, and they've got to build 5 or 4 specific goals that will increase and improve the way they do team selling. And the goals must be doable, realistic, worthwhile, measurable and achievable. And I will monitor that. We then ask 2 or 3 people to ensure that in the next 4 months they are implemented. So I'd like to thank you for watching this small video at the present time, and what we will do now is give you an idea in the future of some of the things that we will also be delivering, and I'll do that in another video. So thank you very much and goodbye.